I stood outside of a Katseye concert in hopes of getting tickets, but I ended up with something much more valuable. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I can't believe I'm saying that. The first video's up, the TXT video's up. My name is Jada Alexandria, or Jada Alexandria Rose. Alexandria Rose. I'm still trying to figure out my name. I don't know. I kind of want to change it. I could go by Jar. I think that'd be funny. But anyways, I am excited about this video because I actually tried something new, something I've never done before. And it turned out even better than I expected or could have even imagined it to be. So let's get into it. So to understand what happened, we have to go back. I gotta give you the backstory. Let me get my trusty phone, have all my notes down. Let's get into this. So, first off, this video is about Katseye's concert. Katseye, my lovelies, my 6 lovelies, they came to the Anthem. The Anthem has stayed booked and busy. They came to the Anthem on Monday, November 24th, for their Beautiful Chaos tour. So, backing it up, my little sister, I have her to thank. She has been like a long time fan of Katseye. She is obsessed with Katseye. She loves Katseye, and I love them too now. And she found them pretty early in their career. Like, it was right after debut came out. She was there for debut, literally debut. And she introduced me to the group, and I fell in love with them too. And we had basically just been watching a lot of their content, listening to all of their music ever since in their lives, and it's just been so fun.
Katseye! Tokyo! 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 Eyekons! See ya, Tokyo!
We watched Popstar Academy, even with our mom. And they've just really blown up, and they're insane. And here we are. And so when their newest album came out, Beautiful Chaos, we were like, okay, like they have to be going on tour soon. We had been counting down the days until they announced their tour. And so we got the notice that they were going on tour, and we freaked out, and we were like, we gotta get tickets. Except here's where everything went downhill. The day that the tickets went on tour, the day that the tickets went on sale, I was out of town in Utah with the Mormon Wives and the Olympians and the East High Wildcats for business reasons. And I couldn't get in line. I couldn't get the tickets. Aww. So I asked my sister if she could wait in line for the tickets, and she said she could. But I learned a very important lesson that day, that you have to be as specific as possible with people. Hey sister, I'm gonna be out of town when the Katseye tickets drop, so can you wait in line for me, please? Yeah, sure, I'll wait in line. Okay. Hey, did you get the tickets? What tickets? The Katseye tickets. Oh, no? Why? You said to wait in line. No, I asked if you could wait in line and get the tickets. Yeah, I waited in line. I just didn't get the tickets. So, we were Katseye ticketless. But we had a plan. So what we were gonna do is basically like just wait until closer to the show and see if the tickets went down, and see if we could just, grab any good affordable tickets, because those tickets were expensive. If you know, you know. And we were just like checking multiple reselling websites. We were refreshing, and I even joined a Discord for IMP venue concerts, because that's what the Anthem's a part of. And no luck. No one had any. So we were a little nervous. But I saw a post on Weavers that stated that they would have basically like a a merch booth or a merch stand outside of the show, so like anyone could come up, and then they'd have one inside the show. Light bulb. So I was like, thank goodness. Please, please, more shows should do this. This is a fantastic idea. Beyonce did this as well, and it was a great idea. Keep it up, please. And so my sister and I decided that we'd go up there, we'd get some merch, we'd somehow get into the venue, and then as a bonus, hopefully meet Katseye. Because why not? But mainly, we just wanted to go up there and see the fashion. And then just like interview Eyekons about their outfits. Like that was the whole premise of this video, is to go get some merch and then interview Eyekons about their different outfits and like the inspiration behind their outfits. So it was time to put our plan into action. It was the day of the show. We had got our outfits all set, thank goodness, because the TXT was a disaster. We had our freebies, which I made a short about that you can check out. I don't know if I can post it here, but I'll put it in the description below. And we were ready. We were ready to leave the house. And then I was sent a gift from the heavens. I was sent an angel from the heavens, or so I thought. Oh, my lovely Des. Des was a girl on Twitter, or a girl, I don't know. Des is a girl from Twitter who was selling Katseye tickets. She was originally selling 3 tickets, but I asked if she'd be willing to sell 2, and she said yes. And so we exchanged messages. She seemed legit. She sent proof of the ticket. She sent a video of the tickets. She literally she sent a video of herself. Like, it was convincing. I can't even lie. She sent a video of herself, and she even sent a video of her nursing ID, y'all. These people are getting advanced. I've never seen anything like that. But I was just there was something about it, and like I asked my mom. I literally asked my little cousin too. I was like, "What do you think?" She was like, "Eh." No, they were both like, no, it seems off. And so my sister was like, what do you think? Do you think it's legit? I'm legit. And I was like, no, it's not legit. So I let go of it. And a good thing I did, because when I checked later that day, like, no, later tonight, no, not later tonight, later that night, concert night, she had blocked me and changed her username. So before we even go further into that, I'm gonna stick a pin in this. I'm gonna come back to it later. But effectively, yes, all in all, in summary, in conclusion, I was about to get scammed. So I didn't. Oh, we were saved. Thank you. Anyways, when we got there around like 4. It took me forever to park because the parking is so confusing in DC. But I found a parking spot, and we walked over to the venue, and we found our way, and we went to the merch booth. That was our first stop. We had to make sure we got that merch first of all. And so this is what we were given. I love when shows do this. Like, I love when they give these posters, because it helps people, and it helps the line go faster, even though there was like no line like at the time that we got there. And oh, something, yeah, anyways, hold on. I'll get into that in a second. And then we ended up getting some merch. Oh, I think the other one's over there. So I got this t-shirt. I got the tour t-shirt because I always get the tour dates t-shirts. That's always my thing. And it's so cute. And then this is the back. Ah, looking like a receipt. That's so cute. I like it. And then this is the other shirt that we got. This is what my sister got. It was so cute. And it is another tour tee. Also, like with the receipt on the back. So cute. So those are the 2 things that we got. I was going to get those. Oh, what were they called? Oh, they were like the rave sprouts. I was going to get the rave sprouts, but I didn't. So that's kind of the end of that. Maybe one day. I'll get those later. So we got our merch. Then we saw our first icon. Okay, so my original plan was to go down there around 2 p.m. because that's when the merch booth opened, and you know I like to get down there early just in case the merch runs out. And also I believe that's the time that VIP was starting to line up, so we were gonna go down there, get the merch, and talk to the icons in the VIP line. That was the original plan, but we ended up getting down there, like I said, around 4. And so by the time we got down there and got our merch, it looked like VIP was going in already. So we switched to just like interviewing icons that we saw around that area, which was it turned out perfectly. Like everything just perfectly lined up. So like I said, we saw our first icon. She was so sweet and so nice, and I absolutely loved her outfit, and I was like, we have to go talk to her. And this is where the fashion interviews started. And I will be making this a separate video, so look for that, and that will go more into depth about the people that we met and their looks. And I'm so excited for you all to see that because I loved it so much. But everyone that we interviewed was just so kind and so welcoming, and they were just sharing their stories, and it was just incredible to hear. We met a girl who literally like went to school with Laura. Like, hello, I would never shut up. Then we met someone else who had went to their first tour in Minneapolis and is planning on going to their show in Mexico City. And I just thought that was awesome. They want to be there, you know, with them from the beginning and to the end of the tour. And they just have so many supporters and so many people that believe in them and want to see them succeed and grow. And I just think that that's beautiful. And then I met Katseye.
Hi, it's Katseye.
I'm kidding. But no, they were incredible. They were so sweet and so kind, these girlies. And they'll also be in the fashion video too, so please check that out. And it was just a magnificent time, like just interviewing everyone and learning and seeing how much time that people put into their outfits and energy and how creative the icons are. Iconic. Okay, and then after that, while we were meeting everyone, we actually met a few more people, like while we were doing the interviews. So we met this awesome cosplayer, and their name is That Shady Haze, like on Insta. And they gave us like this really cute postcard freebie, which was incredible. Icons are so talented, and they were super cool. Please go check them out. Just amazing. It was so funny. So we actually met these 2 incredible icons, and it was so crazy how we met. So Emily, one of the icons, she was just so sweet and bubbly and fun and friendly, and I'm just so glad we got to meet her. She had asked if we could take a picture of her in front of the Katseye sign, like marquee. And so we did, and then she asked if we wanted a picture. And so as she was taking the picture, Timothy, one of the other incredible icons, he asked if he could help, and he took a picture of us, and it turned out incredible. Oh, they were just so sweet. And that's when we just started talking. Emily was going to the show, and Timothy was just stopping by, and we were just talking about like K-pop in general and our favorite artist and where we're from and just life in general and just having like a great time. And then that's when Emily, she did have to go in line because she was going to the show. But Timothy and my sister and I, we just like kept talking, and he was just telling us so much about, you know, the different cultures in Asia, and like specifically Twice and them having their first performance in Taiwan, which was like a huge deal. And I had no idea that that was a thing. And just hearing about that and just like being able to share those stories and learn so much about different aspects of life is something that I love when it comes to this. and about making these videos. It really brings people together. And Timothy, you need to make your political science essays because I will read them. Like, you will have an audience. But thank you to Emily and Timothy. I had the best time talking to you all, and it was incredible. It really made our night. And then one of the Eyekons that had went to the Minneapolis show had told us about Megan's mom and how she likes to like walk around the shows at the beginning and hand out freebies. And so they were just saying like, hey, look out for Megan's mom. And we were like, okay, awesome, thank you for telling us. Then while me and my sister were just like sitting around talking, we heard another Eyekon in the distance like shouting, oh my gosh, it's Megan's mom. And we were like, what? And then we started seeing people with like holding these bags, and we're like, where did they get those from? And so then my sister looks over and she's like, oh my gosh, it's Megan's mom. And we got in the line, and when we got to meet Megan's mom, Miss Sylvia, and she was just the sweetest person ever. And we thanked her for coming out and doing this. She had like a bag of freebies, and she was just talking to all the Eyekons and, you know, taking pictures and giving them hugs. And it was cold, y'all. It was cold. And I just really appreciate her doing that because it just means a lot. It really does. And poor Sylvia, she said she was just trying to get her ticket, and we're like, okay, you can go get your ticket. But thank you so much for doing that. And this is the freebie that we got from her, and we actually gave her one of our freebies too. And Sylvia, I don't know if you're watching this, but if you are, that freebie is for you. You don't have to give it away. She was like, I don't know if they'll let the girls have it, but thank you. No, Sylvia, it's for you. It's for you, okay? It's for you. And for all of this that you do. You didn't have to give it away. But yeah, I want to thank her so much. Everything that she gave, oh, it was so sweet. And the flower and the candy. And I will be wearing this. I didn't want to take it out yet, but I will be wearing this, okay? Just so you know. I'm so excited. And after we finished meeting Megan's mom, we went back through the line and we started handing out the rest of the freebies. So at first we just handed out freebies to the Eyekons that we interviewed to make sure that they could get one. And then after that, we just started like handing out freebies to everyone. As we were giving away freebies, there was a little girl and it was her birthday and her mom was trying to get her tickets, and we didn't have the tickets, but we were still able to give her freebies. And we just kept going down the line, and the Eyekons were so excited. And then there was this little like sweet girl. I am not gonna say her name just in case. I don't know if I should say her name, but she was the sweetest girl ever, and she got so excited. She got a Megan photo card when she like randomly pulled it out of our bag, and she got Megan, and she was just like jumping, and she was so happy. And I asked her and her mother, I was like, is this her first concert? And her mother was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, I remember those days. I remember my first concert and how excited I was. And I remember my little sister's first concert too. And I love that. And I'm going to talk more about them later. But like, that just put a smile on my face. It made me so happy. And it was just a wonderful, happy day. While we were handing out freebies in the line for Megan's mom as well, an Eyekon also handed us photo cards. So I got Mano. It's not mignon. It's not mignon. It's Mano. Mano. I love saying that. And so we went through the line of the people waiting, and they were so happy. Eyekons were so happy. I've never seen a group of people like so happy to receive freebies. Like they were just so grateful and they were jumping and they were so excited and it made me happy. And I didn't even think that like people would care that much, but you all did. And I just want to thank you for that because it took so much time. My sister put in so much work. She made all of the crochet keychains, and I just want to thank her so much for that as well. And then I did like the photo cards and other stuff. It was just so fun. And thank you again. If you received a keychain, please let us know. Please. I would love to see it. And just thank you again for being so happy and supportive. Then once we went through the line for people waiting to meet Megan's mom, we still had a bunch of freebies left. So we went to the line that had formed to get into the concert. And then when we were giving out freebies in the main line, one of the Eyekons had given us this really cute freebie, and I got Lara. And then I got this cute little like dinosaur charm. It is adorable. It's so cute. I love it. And as we were walking, we were handing out freebies, and we got in trouble. We got in trouble by the anthem because we were holding up the line and there was like a huge gap in between people trying to get the freebies and trying to get in. So we apologize, but we got kicked out and we were sent to the main street to give out the freebies, which there was nobody like really there. We were literally like asking people, hey, are you going to the show? Because it was so far away from the line, so we couldn't really tell like who was going or not. But we ended up giving away the freebies, and this man came and he asked if we had wanted some tickets to the show, and he put up a good offer. He did. And mind you, this was the time that people had started going in, so the doors had opened. The show hadn't started yet, but it was that time for people to go in. And so he asked like if we needed tickets, and it was at this moment that I realized something. The man said he had tickets. I don't know, he could have been scamming us, but I wasn't a fan of the way that we were talked to. And so I talked to my sister about it. We were like, no, we're good. we don't need them that bad. And I'm gonna circle back to this too, but we declined the tickets. And so after we were done handing out our freebies, because by the way, we were handing them out in our ATEEZ bag. ATEEZ. After we were done, we went to Shake Shack and we sat and we ate and we relaxed and we just had a grand old time. And after we were done eating, it was about 8:40, which the show had started at 8. And we still had a few photo cards to give away. So we said, hey, we're just gonna go back to the front of the venue, give out these photo cards and leave. And so we went back to the front of the venue. We met some more Eyekons. We talked to more Eyekons. And one Eyekon was just telling us like how her niece was actually in the show. She was waiting outside. Mind you, it was cold. She was waiting outside for her niece, but she had become a fan of Katseye as well. And we gave her a photo card for her favorite member. And she was just so grateful and happy. And then we talked to like a group of other Eyekons, and they were like waiting for someone to come and get them a ticket or come and give them a ticket. I don't know if they ever found the person. I hope they did. But it was just a lot of people had just been like waiting outside for a ticket, just trying to get in. But we were able to give them photo cards as well. And then I wanted to take a picture of myself and then my sister too. So as we were doing that, we actually saw the mother of the girl whose first concert it was from earlier. And she was sitting outside. And I was like so confused. I was wondering what happened. And she had told us that she got tickets and the person never sent them. And her daughter was so upset. She was so upset, but she held out hope, and she said that, you know, God had them. And lo and behold, a woman walked past, said she had an extra ticket, did anyone want it? And the lady got it, and she was able to go in. And she was telling me like how she had drove 3 hours that day to get there, and they were going to drive 3 hours back, and that her daughter had been talking about Katseye nonstop and loved them so much and was so excited to go. And she just decided, you know, why not? This is like a once in a lifetime opportunity, and she wanted to take her. And I just want to say, you are what every parent should strive to be. You are an incredible parent. I need you to know that. Your daughter is going to remember this forever. It's something that I remember. I remember all the times that my mom would drop me off at concerts, or she would pay for my tickets. I'd be like, Mom, can I go? And she would pay for my tickets and drop me off and wait outside in the car all night and make sure, you know, that I got home safe, and just supported my love of concerts. It's an expensive hobby, but she supported it. And your daughter's gonna remember this forever. And she's now a concert girly. I need you to know that. She's gonna fall in love with concerts, and it's over. Okay, it's all over. She's a concert girly for life. But you were so incredible to talk to and so inspirational. And she actually has her own foundation that you all should check out, please. And I'll also be putting it in the description below. But how amazing that she got to see Katseye, and she got to meet Megan's mom, and she loves Megan. So what a perfect first concert. And then by the time that we were finished talking, the show was over, and we saw people coming outside of the venue, and I actually talked to a few people, and they said the show was incredible. And like one guy, he had went to the Minneapolis show, and he said like they were just so hype, and he was so excited to see them there, and they put on a great show. And I'm so excited. I was living through you all. And then we passed out the rest of the photo cards. So this one group of Eyekons, they were so excited, and I was so happy to see it. And everyone was just everyone had a fantastic time. And you know, even though we unintentionally were there for the whole show, I loved it. And we passed out the last 2 photo cards, and that was it. That was the day. And then we headed back to the car and went back home. This whole idea was really scary. I was not going to do this. I was just going to go up and get merch and leave. I was not going to interview people. I was not going to talk. I was not going to do any of this. Because I was scared, and I hesitated. There was a moment where I was just going to scrap the whole thing. But this turned out to be one of the best experiences of my life. I got to see a different side of concerts that I don't typically see. And this has really given me a new perspective on not even just concerts, but life as a whole. You know, life is hard. Life is really hard right now, financially. Like you know how we say in this economy? Yes. And people are looking for an escape. They're looking to go out and have fun, and just be able to not have to worry about things all the time. And I feel like concerts are a great place to do that. And I feel like everyone should have that opportunity, and that it should be affordable, and that it should, you know, benefit everyone. The artists, the venues, the fans. That's what it should be. And you know, people like Des, I understand life is hard and you need to make money, but it's not ethical. And if anything, we should be coming together and supporting one another and working together to better our society instead of taking advantage of people around you, people that are just like you. And this taught me that, people are just trying. I am fortunate enough to be in a position where I can even go to these shows and have these experiences and even take my loved ones or treat my loved ones to these shows. And I am just very grateful to be able to live the life that I do and have these experiences, and just to be able to have fun and do the things that I like to do and not have to worry all the time. And I'm so thankful to everyone who has opened my eyes even more to, how harsh the world can be, and how cruel people can be, and how we just need each other like more than ever. And overall, I just want to thank everyone who came out to do this. This was very eye-opening, and I am just so grateful that I did this. If I had gotten tickets, I strongly believe that I wouldn't have been able to have this experience. I would have showed up later. I would have hopped right in line, talked to a few people in line, and then just went right in and enjoyed the show and not had a single thought. But it's nice to just stop and talk to people once in a while. It's scary, I know. I was super nervous about this, and I had so much anxiety, and I didn't know what people would think, and I thought they would think I was crazy and make fun of me and all these good crazy thoughts. But it turned out to be one of the best experiences that I've ever had in my life. So thank you everyone for buying up the tickets. Thank you to everyone that I've spoken to. Thank you to Emily and Timothy and all the amazing icons that we interviewed. And thank you to the little girl that we met who just like put a smile on our face for just being so happy and just full of joy. And thank you to her mother for being the most awesome mother that you could ever be. I'm so full of happiness and love, and I couldn't have had it any other way. Now that this is over, I would cherish it and hopefully be able to have some more experiences like this in the future. And thank you to all the icons for just being so kind and amazing and the best people in the world. And I thank you all so much for watching. I will see you next time. And now I'm gonna go schedule my court date because I got a parking ticket. Bye!